Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I quietly hit 1,000 subscribers the other day, and I know in the world of YouTube 1,000 is absolutely nothing, but to me it's a really big deal, and I'm so appreciative of everyone who subscribed and followed along with my channel so far. So I was thinking, what could I do to celebrate? And then it finally hit me. If you've been following my channel for a while back I did a video about Danish hot dogs, everything from their history to what to order to how to order, and I shared in the video what my favorite hot dog was to order, which was a 𝗙𝗪𝗧𝗏, and let me just translate, that means French hot dog. I think they're called a French hot dog just because it's like a hot dog stuck in a baguette-like bun. I don't think it actually came from France, but it's something that you find in all the hot dog food trucks over here in Denmark. And clearly I made a grave mistake with my order, and what I should have ordered was a 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗧𝗦, or a grilled hot dog with the works. And ever since that video, I've been getting dogged in the comments, like literally even on completely unrelated videos, that I need to go back, do it the right way, and order a 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗧𝗦. So today I'm going to go grab a proper Danish hot dog and take it down to the canal, and I thought I'd share some of my favorite moments from this past first year on YouTube and what I'm most looking forward to in the future. Let's go. 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗥𝗬𝗧. Ja. So for those who've never had one before, 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗥𝗬𝗧 has some pickles on it, it's got some mustard, ketchup. I think it also has some 𝗟𝗏𝗏, which is a Danish condiment. It's kind of it's got like pickles and stuff in it. It also has crispy onion, which before coming to Denmark I thought I was a crispy onion hater, but on hot dogs they are really good. And then it has just raw onion on top. So this is my first time ever ordering this specific type of hot dog. Of course I've had ones close to this, but let's see how it is. Not sure how I feel about the 𝗟𝗏𝗏 on it. I could probably do without it, but there's not too much, so it's okay. But apart from that, that is a very good hot dog. One thing that it does win over the France hot dog is that it has pickles on it, and I love pickles. It's really hard to find good pickles in Europe. Yeah, this is a good one. So I'm going to sit and enjoy this, and then I'll talk a little bit about my favorite moments from Copenhagen and this past year on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of all the videos that I've done. Let's see. So I loved the first one that I did, the cherry blossoms, just because who doesn't like cherry blossoms? And the place that I went to in Copenhagen, that it's called like a cherry tree alley, and it literally is like that. It's just like you're just complete. It's almost like color therapy or something. You're just completely blanketed by pink. So that was a really good one. But that was back before I even spoke in videos. I think I had maybe 1 or 2 shots of me. The rest it was all just the trees. And that's kind of another thing I've really been enjoying, like getting better at both my film quality and also just the kind of videos that I do, being more comfortable on camera, talking to you guys. Yeah, what other videos have I done? I loved the Louisiana Museum day trip one. That was really fun because most of the places I'm filming, I've never been there before, so it's kind of, you're getting my first reactions to everything. But that's a really nice, if you're visiting the city and you're thinking, oh, should I make the trek up there? It's a really nice journey up there, so definitely go to that museum. This one's kind of an obscure one, but I really liked the 𝗃𝗪𝗧𝗏 elevator one I did. And if you don't know what a 𝗃𝗪𝗧𝗏 is, it's just it's like an old-timey elevator that is continually moving. It doesn't have doors. It's just like a moving platform, and you just have to jump on at the right time. I'd never been on one before. I think I'd heard of them maybe in passing, but I didn't really know what a 𝗃𝗪𝗧𝗏 was. But there's like 5 or 6 of them still left in Copenhagen. Most places have kind of phased them out because of like health and safety and all that. I also really loved the green kayak video. That's where me and 𝗬𝗏, and again this was before he even went on camera at all, That's where we kayaked down the Copenhagen canals. I don't even think I spoke in that video. I think that was just another kind of like musical type video. But that was really, as soon as I'm not pregnant, I want to go kayaking on the canals here again because that's so much fun. There's kind of a funny story attached to that video, which I don't think I included in any of my videos. We kayaked up to this mermaid sculpture that's under the water because I wanted to get some like nice underwater shots. I was going to do like I did a top 5 mermaid statues in Copenhagen type of thing, and that was one of them. And we were there, we filmed it, everything was fine. I was a little bit skittish because I really don't like have like a phobia of like mannequins or anything that kind of like resembles humans but like isn't human. I don't know, it really freaks me out. And then there's this creepy underwater, like, and it's really quite grotesque as well, with these like figures reaching up towards the surface of the water. I didn't like it. But we filmed the bit and we filmed underwater, everything was fine. And then we were just literally turning to leave on the kayak. And then I can't remember if Steve just said like, oh shit, or he's made some sound, or I turned, because he was behind, I turned around. To cut a really long story short, basically Steve dropped his phone in the canal while we were filming. And we were like stuck there next to these creepy statues that I was petrified of. Like, it's a real phobia, I really don't like it. For about, I don't know, 45 minutes, because we thought, I don't know, in hindsight it's kind of a stupid idea, but we just thought, oh, like, how deep can the canal really be, right? Like, we'll just, maybe Steve can jump in, and he's tall, so maybe he can kind of like hook it with his feet and then grab the phone back up. Realistically, after the first, 30 seconds, that phone is probably dead and gone. But we were there for, a long while, almost an hour. And I was just literally trying not to look at these creepy statues while he jumped in, and this was like middle of July, so we thought, okay, the water is like, it's nice and sunny, like the water will be nice and warm. The water was so cold, and I've never seen Steve with such a like shocked look on his face. Like, I don't know if you can tell from the videos that he has been in, but he's a very like calm, level-headed, takes a lot to kind of like get a big reaction out of him kind of guy. And he was shocked by the cold. They stayed in the water, and he was trying to like angle it up with his feet, but the problem is it's got so much silt on the bottom of the canal. It was just kicking up more dirt, so we could kind of like see it glinting in the sun, but then it would get covered. It was a bit of a disaster. So his phone, if you ever walk by that sculpture, give a little thought to Steve's phone, because it's down there somewhere still to this day. But he's got a new phone, so that's fine. But it's just, there's a lot of little kind of behind the scenes moments that before I ever really like spoke on camera or kind of showed you the more like personal side of my life, I just didn't really speak about it all. But that's just a funny little story from the first year. Funny, not so much funny at the time, but it's funny now, we laugh about it. Oh, another good one that I really, really loved putting together was the history of like Danish American migration from Denmark to the US. As you probably know by now, I'm not American, I'm Canadian, but just it was a really interesting history because so many people made that move in the 1800s from Denmark. I think it was like 10% of the population of Denmark at the time emigrated to either the US or Canada. And to this day, I get so many comments on that video from like people all across the US. I think it's mainly just the US. I don't think I've had any Canadian ones yet, but just, yeah, they share their family stories. And I don't know why, because it's not like personal to me per se, but I love hearing all these stories about where these people ended up and all their like descendants, what they're up to now. So that was a really fun one to put together. And as for the future, I mean, my list of places I want to go is so long. Obviously, I'm a little bit limited for the time being pregnant. I'm in my 3rd trimester now, so I can't like really walk so far. And then of course, once baby comes out, then I'm in newborn phase, so it will slow things down on the channel a little bit. But I have so many places on my bucket list I want to go, like 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗥𝗬𝗧 Castle or the Hamlet Castle. If you are not familiar with it, that's probably what you'll know it as. Really want to go there. And there's a nice ferry trip that you can do up in the summer. I think it starts from about May. The ferries start actually not far from Nyhavn. You can take it all the way up the coast of Denmark, and actually across all the way over to Sweden if you wanted to. But it takes you up to that castle. I really want to make that trip one day. And then just like all the museums I haven't been to. There's still so many museums here in Copenhagen that I just haven't had the chance to get to. I want to do a lot more like food stuff, like trying Danish food that I've never had before. Yeah, so that's kind of just things that I'm looking forward to. And obviously baby, that's a big life thing that I'm looking forward to in the next few months. So I'll stop rambling on. I finally had the hot dog, so you guys can get off my back about it. But this is all just to say thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed so far and you want to see more of this kind of Copenhagen content, then make sure you hit subscribe and hit the little bell icon as well so you get notified when a new video goes live. As usual, if there's any videos that you would like to see in particular or places you'd like me to go visit in Copenhagen, just leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to get to them as soon as I can. Thanks again. I hope you all are having a great week.